We've made it, disc golf fans. The final 9 holes, final round, the 2025 College Disc Golf National Championships. We're 9 holes away from crowning a major winning team. We're at Camp Cannon Gold. Really fun wooded track here, Rock Hill, South Carolina. My name is Chris German. PJ Barth, one last time. And this commentary is Wade by Marshall Street. Make sure you go check them out in the link below. Big shout out to all the sponsors: Innova, US Disc Golf, USDGC, Pdga, Ulibarri, Discraft, and everyone else, as both teams putting down the 5 under. Just one blemish for UNC. And then that birdie on 9 from Cincinnati, really setting the tone here for the back 9. Running out of holes for UNC. Let's see how it happens. We're moving to hole 10. 282 feet, nice and straight. Basket right on top of this hill. Steep drop off on the backside, even OB. So you don't want to push it too hard.
Yeah, if you put your drive right there on the edge of that hill on the short side, you're going to have a death putt. That one is short right on the hill, and that is a death putt.
A little high, pulled a little left there for Tanner.
They're going to have a decision to make.
I do like the backhand line here more, personally, for the right hand. I think it's an easier way to actually get completely to the basket, where I think the forehand's just to get to the hillside.
Yeah, Anthony doesn't quite get the turn on that he wanted. Looked like he hit the line perfect, just maybe the wrong angle out of the hand.
Zane drops that right up.
Yeah, said to run it, so
that's what Jasper's going to do, and I think he threw it all the way to North Carolina.
yeah. You see Anthony down there ready to play goalie, but it was about 15 feet above his head.
Oh, bye-bye zone. As Lucas actually made the putt to save them and get a birdie last round, and this one he does miss, but is inside the circle.
Yeah, and he actually accidentally picks up his mini there, but he replaces it, and that's fine as long as you place it right back to where it was.
Wow. And Ilkin says, all right. Well, I guess I don't even know what to say, honestly.
It's just such a ridiculous spot.
It
just appears from the bottom of the hill.
Oh, man. So that's back-to-back holes. So Anthony just letting them know, hey, there's a Marshall, because there was some discussion about him picking up the mini.
Yeah.
So they just wanted to clarify what happens in that case, and Marshall just gave him warning, said, don't do that again. It's really hard when you're in doubles, though. It's so easy to just pick up your mini just by accident.
Yeah.
Hole 11, this has been a tough hole all week. I think the angle's really tough. It's hard to get to the basket. I don't know if we've even seen anyone in circle 1.
Yeah, there's just so many trees on the ideal line.
That's legitimately as good as I can throw, and it's still too wide. Okay.
Yeah. Ilkin put it best. It's easy to be wide on this one.
Yeah.
And Lucas keeps it a bit tighter, makes it
A little less wide.
a little less wide, but it was a little turned over, so hits the ground there, but not too bad. A roller attempt also lands about circle 2 there. That one, yeah, was high enough. High enough and slow enough of a disc to hold that turn.
Oh, jeez.
Off the top. That one's just Bit of a miss to the left there, I think. This is the closest drive we've seen on this hole.
Hmm.
Kind of tough to make the gap and miss the basket. Really close.
Money. Anthony Anselmo with the birdie putt. And boy, UNC gains another stroke. They are quickly running out of holes.
But that's what they want to do.
Yeah, they are really holding on by a thread here. So we move into a hole where they can gain a stroke or two. Hole 12, 423-foot par 3 over the water the entire way.
Yeah. And this isn't like one of the very hardest holes, but it is the hole with the most double bogeys, I believe. So there can definitely be a swing here. And Anthony gets that turned over into the headwind.
Yeah, it was a right to left headwind, and just the angle of that forehand just pushed the disc straight down.
Really tough lefty forehand hole.
Yeah, especially I think you and I were talking about it, maybe not having the power to take the Kaiser route the entire way there with the forehand.
Yeah, and then the spin rate just being less on the forehand than the backhand.
Mm-hmm.
He probably did have the power to hyzer it to circle 2, but that's not what they're going for right now.
This is very wide from Tanner, and misses it by a couple feet.
Important shot here.
Jesus.
And
All right, well, they know it's safe.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and they get
kick.
some tree love.
That is so much wind.
That's even closer than they were the previous round.
And they have to run this. That one ends up close, so full send here. And full send it was. Rolls into the water, just insult to injury there.
Yeah, this is the 4th hardest hole, and you are correct. 6% of the field taking the double, the most we saw out of all the holes here. This had the best scoring separation across the board.
And that's a very good birdie for Cincinnati there. Puts them 4 strokes ahead with 6 holes to go.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's locked up yet, but it is very close.
Collegiate Nationals debuted in 2007, fueled by the vision of Pete May, with support from his good friend and Innova co-founder, Harold Duvall. Innova has been all in since day one, and we've been presenting sponsor ever since. So thank you to the players, the staff, the volunteers, and all of the sponsors who helped make this event possible. At Innova, we see a bright future in college disc golf, and we are proud to be part of the journey.
All right, hole 13, just under 300 feet, par 3. A couple different lines you can take. Basket is right on this hillside with the sharp slope on the backside.
Fade. Sit right there.
I think his disc
Long again.
hurt him.
Jeez, man.
That actually did sit.
Yeah, it sits 15 feet away on the edge of a hill.
Come on, bring it back.
And
Okay.
that's a good shot from Lucas.
Yeah, it gets through everything. I don't think it's the line he was going for, but works out great.
Yeah.
A little less awkward of a putt from there.
Ooh.
Just squares it.
Came out funky.
Just tough to hit a tree that small dead on. That one makes it most of the way through.
Yeah, hits that hillside and then rolls down a little, making it kind of an awkward putt.
UNC really needs this. Especially with Cincinnati 15 feet away.
Ooh.
And he had a straight tailwind for this putt, which is probably the worst wind because your putter isn't going to hyzer back towards the basket. You're throwing that uphill from that far. It's tough. Honestly, might have been easier to throw a forehand in.
All right, another stroke given to Cincinnati. Hole 14, 317 feet. I like this hole. It's nice and straight, and then just a little bit tucked there to the left side. Nice committed straight shot and let it fade. Couple trees to miss there.
Yeah,
down by the circle.
You can also throw a tight flex. You know, depending what release angle you prefer. Just inside the circle for Cincinnati. A little, you know, a step closer than where they were yesterday. And there's that tight flex.
I do like the flex. Oh, yeah. That was a great shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot out of Mitch.
Sets up really good for Anthony. A little high. Trying to put it in the basket, I would assume. And yeah.
Oh. A little left side there. Ooh. That could have stuck. It hit chains and band. A lot of times when that happens, it pops down.
So both rounds, guy's not able to get the putter working on hole 14. Cincinnati going to lose another stroke.
Which, you know, keeps UNC in it.
Hole 15, 516-foot par 4. Right past this hillside is a good landing zone. You can get very aggressive if you want. A couple different lines to take to the basket on your second shot, depending on where you land.
And importantly, eagle opportunity. Oh.
Oh, bad kick. Deep into the woods left.
Yeah. UNC wants to win. They really need to make up strokes. Let's see. Looks like a full send, but just left out of the hand. A little lucky. They can still get their birdie from there.
Turn. Sit. Kick out.
Just,
Very straight.
yeah.
Safe.
This one has the turn.
Yeah, this looks good from Lucas. Actually, too much turn.
But it cut rolls a little back into the fairway. They'll have options. Ooh, pulled a little left. Doesn't get the skip because it bounces off the rough there.
That's good. That's fine.
Just a little too low, a little too turned over. Tough shot from there.
Yeah, and circle 2 now.
Scoot. Skip.
We're going to need a big putt for birdie.
I skipped it wrong.
That was weird. That berg must have hit like a root or something because it did skip to the right.
Yeah, not too bad of a skip, really. They ended up just outside circle, maybe edge of circle.
Couple guardian trees to miss. And
He says terrible, but that really wasn't a bad bid from
no,
there.
that was a great shot. I mean, honestly, both of these putts, good bids from the guys.
Tough to get the height right with that wind and that window to hit.
Yeah, you do.
And that pretty much seals the deal here.
Yeah, Lucas walked up to that. I was like, I'm making this, guys. This is me.
I did something.
Hey everyone, Chris here, and I just want to personally thank everyone for tuning in to the 2025 Collegiate Disc Golf National Championships. This is the first major of the 2025 season, and I also want to thank all of our Patreon members that we've had over the years. Thank you so much for showing us support, helping us keep our lights on, helping pay our subscriptions. We are a pretty small media team with Derek and I being co-founders, and only a couple subcontractors, it's a lot of work for us to really keep the content going. We have a mountain of work in front of us. We'd love to be able to hire some contractors to help push through some of that stuff and give you guys a lot of exclusive content here on Patreon. So if you're interested, head to the link below, check out our Patreon account. You could sign up starting at $1 a month or free if you wanted. Everything helps. We greatly appreciate it. We can't wait for this season. We have plenty of content coming to you, both new and old. We're excited. All right, we're back. Hole 16, par 3, 319 feet. Another awkward angle here, but a lot of airspace to really hit the disc inside the circle as we saw round 3.
Yeah. And with the 5-stroke lead over UNC, Cincinnati kind of on a winning tour right now on these last 3 holes.
Yeah, this is a victory lap on these final couple of holes unless something crazy happens. But
important to note that UNC Charlotte is actually putting up a really good round on the second card and fighting for that second place spot with UNC Chapel Hill. So these holes still quite important for UNC Chapel Hill here. Looking good.
oh, that was an iron leaf.
Yeah.
That was looking very good. That should have been up there.
You'd expect it to slow it down a little bit, but just drop straight down.
Swing.
Oh, Ilkin, you are a savage, man.
Ooh.
It's a big putt for Zane.
Oh.
Air balls.
I think that means they're going to have to birdie hole 18, and that's assuming they birdie 17.
Hole 17, probably the most picturesque hole here, right along the river. Absolutely beautiful. Got to go for the ace.
Pretty windy off the tee here, but can't let it scare you. That's a good line.
Oh,
Great shot, baby.
Couple feet short. It's kind of a deceiving ace here, like the running the ace. If you do push it a little too long, you hit that tree.
yeah.
You can see he pushed it pretty close to that tree and still a foot short of the basket.
Oh, it's way too high.
No ace out of Lucas, but
So it's overstable.
inside the circle.
Mm-hmm. Gave it the height. Too much, but you know, better to miss high than low when you're giving it an ace run.
It's probably just inside the circle or just outside of it.
A little outside. Jasper needs to get closer here. I do like the angle here. This should be just fine. Yep.
Yeah, that should be close enough for a birdie. Ooh. This is the putt there. He's actually been pretty decent on the green. It's one of his shorter misses.
And we have the freshman, Anthony Anselmo. Crazy to be a freshman and the highest rated player here.
Makes the putt.
So much potential.
Keeps him in the conversation for second place. Gonna need that birdie on 18, which is one of the hardest holes on the course.
All right, final hole. This 2025 Collegiate Disc Golf National Championships. Hole 18, dog leg left. Beautiful hole. Tunnel shot on the second. Very specific landing zone here.
Yeah, you want to put it maybe 320 feet almost exactly. And you really want to be in the middle.
Yeah, that's too short.
Yeah, that's a great safe spot to be. You can pretty much guarantee your par from there, at least in doubles.
Get over. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, Tanner really showed up today. Ilkin showed up today. Bradley showed up today, and Lucas showed up today. The whole team of Cincinnati showing up and showing why they'll be walking away with the title here.
Yeah, just Mitch doesn't get the turn there, leaving it into the hands of Anthony.
This sets up very nice for the lefty forehand. If you want to get aggressive, and he does just that. Needs to fade. And that went from amazing to terrible in terms of your lie.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tricky lie, and they're going to be pinched on the right.
You can manufacture something, but it's tough. Whereas this, they looking straight down the gap. Leaves that a little right, kicks something. Trying to go out in style with a birdie. And it'll be a tough one for them.
I didn't have me dodging discs from T-Cam on my bingo card this week. So that flew right over my head. Needs to get sneaky, and it does.
Yeah, giving themselves a putt.
Yeah, they need to grab that birdie.
Yeah, at this point, they know this is for a tie for second. Tried to give that a lofty bid.
Yeah, and Mitch being the only senior on UNC here. Kind of his last putt for the team. Young team, though. Like I said, Anthony, freshman. The other members, sophomore and juniors, I believe.
That's my job right there.
And then on the Cincinnati side, Tanner and Brad, I believe, were there 2 years ago when they won it. And then last year, we saw that unfortunate final hole went into a playoff. But they're a young team as well. Lucas is the only senior on that team.
Zane trying to go out in style there.
Honestly, I wish Jasper did do it, because at that point they had third locked up.
Yeah, they had 4 strokes on fourth place.
Yeah, that would have been funny. As the senior Lucas puts it in, and Cincinnati able to redeem themselves from last year.
All right, everybody, please join me in congratulating your D1 mixed national champions, the University of Cincinnati.
Yeah, with 3 of these 4 guys coming back next year, and these were the same guys that were there the year before. I don't know. This Bearcats team is a force to reckon with. They are very talented, and they complement their game very well together.
Where's Rambo?
Rambo.
Tom, brother. Pleasure, brother. The pleasure, absolute pleasure.
Interviews and recognize second and third over here by the
Had Div 2 and Div 3 caddying for him all week.
This is our coach right here.
What's up, Sam? Sam did check in a little bit ago and said, hey, we're just shooting well.
Hey, Pete, you're speaking if we have to get interviewed.
I don't know these guys.
What you saying?
We should make him speak.
All right, everybody, please join me in congratulating your third place finishers, the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Young team here as well. 3 of the 4 members. We'll probably see them back next year.
Also, please congratulate your second place finishers, the University of North Carolina, Charlotte.
Congrats.
Thank you.
What, 2 years ago you guys brought it home, right?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Talk about it. To come back and win again.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows how last year ended for us. It was pretty heartbreaking, and so it feels really good to come back here and finish strong, finish out on top this year.
So there had to have been at least one tough moment this week. Does anything stand out? Talk about it.
Yeah, I think just our round here yesterday, first round at Camp Cannon, we'd only gotten one practice round in out here, and so we just weren't as familiar with the course. So definitely we're able to settle in a little bit more today and just hit our lines, know the holes better, and shot a little bit better.
So you guys kind of made some history for University of Cincinnati. What do you got to say to the next generation of Bearcats?
I mean, let's just keep winning. Let's win more.
Nice. Anything else you guys want to say?
I mean, just shout out to the entire greater Cincinnati disc golf community back home watching. We appreciate you guys. You guys got anything else?
B team, C team, were caddies all weekend. They were awesome, so shout them out.
Our entire program doing our fundraising, getting our funding for the entire trip, setting it all up, booking an Airbnb, all that kind of good stuff. Big shout out to them.
Yes, sir.
And Tommy Young, our president.
Congrats, fellas.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that is a well-deserved win for the Cincinnati Bearcats. Taking it down, got to the double digits, 10 under. Any last words, PJ? What are your thoughts here?
I think Cincinnati did a great job whole weekend, really showing out, taking it down by 4 strokes. Good job to them. And it's been a pleasure doing commentary for the first time on Gatekeeper Media's channel. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and for PJ, my name is Chris German, co-founder, co-owner of Gatekeeper Media. Thank you so much to all of our Patreon supporters and everyone that has supported us over the years. We have plenty of coverage coming to you in 2025. See you then.